NLTV logot kotha kura humoi Vitono Haralu Secretary Exotic Eco Para Kushiki Loom Traditional Weaving Project to Chief Minister Innovative Fund Asi Jundude Bacha Aro Maki Hanke Focus Kurigena Taikan ke Naga Traditional Weaving Bonate Training Diagushe Taikan Laga Focus to Naga Traditional Weaving and Handloom ki Preserve Kurigena Zinda Rakibo Nimite Asigushe Tai Aru Kushiki itu project bitorde Taikan Laga target to Pasta District Kohima, Meluri, Phek.The, Peren aro Noklak para 100 weavers ke 12 sal para luikina 30 tak ke basic foundation provides krubo koshe. Itu training to Exotic Eco Society para organize krushi aro Art and Culture Department para Women Resource Development lokot miligina host krushi.
Later on we found out that this good and that things happen, conflict waste into our burden, and it was a pleasure for this department also to be able to help her go through the various stages of project proposal so that the funds can come through. And of course, it did take some time, especially because of the two consecutive elections. First was the MP elections, and immediately followed by the ULB elections. And during the time, the model curriculum was in place, and we could not, and the government also could not release the funds until it was ready. So it did take some time, but now that it is here, and we were set about immediately, putting the funds into good use. As you see today, we already have a plan to inaugurate this the project that she has been pursuing. So, congratulations, we do, and we hope that through this, we will be able to help so many other young people, especially the women and the children, because as time progresses, we are running out of options, vocations.
Regarding this student training, especially focusing on this traditional weaving, on this Loin Loom weaving especially for children and women. So, what will be the main focus that you have been targeted on this field?
So this particular project that has come through the Chief Minister's Innovative Fund, which was accepted, this is totally focused on capacitating children and women on the Loin Loom, our traditional Naga traditional weaving. And this is a year-long program. So we are going to 5 districts, namely Kohima, Meluri, Noklak, then we're also going to Peren, then we're going to Phek, and any other district, aspiring district who would be interested to take this capacity training. So we are the implementing agency, and this particular initiative is of Exotic Eco. And we wanted to do this because we've been doing this for the last 15 years in capacitating more than 500 weavers. And we wanted to also advocate and also make women aware of their rights, especially on the weaving sector, because there are so many schemes that is meant for the artisans, but it is not known to them. So this is also an opportunity to collaborate with allied departments who are for women empowerment, but also these schemes are implemented to the right beneficiaries. So we wish to be the bridging the gap facilitators. So we designed the module in such a way that children of any age, starting from 7 to 13, that is the best age to learn, from the basic. So once the basic foundation is built, we are also not saying that these children or women who are learning or being capacitated should become weavers. But it is also with this idea and intention that our traditional Loinloom does not die. So today we see a lot of vocational activities going on. Why not our traditional art? Why not basket weaving? Why not weaving? And to be honest, this is a dying art because women have stopped weaving for various reasons. It is not just how women are quoted, lazy as it be no. There are many factors. Today, if you speak and interview artisans from different age groups who have been continuing the art silently, some on a commercial basis, some on orders. There are varieties and categories. I think we need to spend more time with artisans and share the stories. And from there we will get to know what we can do, rather than pointing fingers that, oh, maiki manu lazy aise. But with this modern technology that is also coming in, it is becoming a challenge with innovation that is coming in, with digitalizing. I'm not too much on digitalizing, because if we don't protect our patterns and designs of our traditional designs, this can be commercialized in large scales, which you cannot stop big production houses. That is where indigenous people like us are going to be at the losing end. We are also talking about modernizing. So I want to take this opportunity in this platform that when we digitalize, number one, and when we want to popularize, we need to keep in mind, is the community benefiting or it's the individual benefiting who is doing it? So a lot of times you will see individuals promoting community work or the community name, but they're profiting for themselves, and the community at large is left behind. So I think these are some of the things we have to be sensitive, mindful, and ask the right questions. And this is debatable, I'm telling you, because a lot of people will say that nobody's picking it up, so I'm doing it, so you should be grateful to me. But I think it's the intention, and artisans should be given platforms to voice out their good side, the bad side, and also areas where they want to improve and grow. And it is safeguarding our interests only. And as indigenous Naga community, I think it's very important to respect each other's culture. So if I'm Zeliang, well, I am Zeliang, and I take an Angami shawl and I cut into pieces because I like or I have a better idea to present it. I think it's important to take and seek permission from the community that I have this idea, would you mind if we can collaborate? So I think taking permission doesn't mean it will be a yes. So the rejection should not be taken negatively, and the promotion of our culture should be done in the right way, because today we will see a lot of our celebrities and popular figures are fusioning our attires, and people are confused which is authentic and which is not. So I think through this platform we are also trying to educate many people who are wanting to promote our culture, but we want to say that these are the do's and don'ts, and we must respect, and there's a thin line for it. So through this project we want to also collaborate with departments like as such we have done today with art and culture, which is the right platform, who has been safeguarding at the same time promoting and preserving through documentation, and also through the women's resource department, because they work with women of different stakeholders. So we look forward women and children who are capacitated and will be receiving the seed money through a model, a business model that they would be designing. They would also get ample opportunity from different departments to handhold and also to grow and become sustainable in itself. And perhaps our other intention is to safeguard the interests of our community and our natural resources, because there's a lot of sense of exploitation that is happening where people are taking credit of identifying our natural resources, which has been there for so many years, but they seem to say that, oh, we found it. So I want to take and say that some of us are waking up. So I hope that this waking up and awakening will help others to be mindful of their community. And every community has a right to say not to misuse the natural resources and traditional attires. And that doesn't mean that we are being regressive. A lot of people have quoted us like that we are being regressive, we are being too strict. But our traditional attires have meanings, have our history, our sentiments are involved, and it's not a cloth that can be made into a sofa cover or something to be laid out on events. And I think this is something that our people also need to understand. Our traditional shawl is not for tablecloth. It is not a table mat. It is not a doormat. It is a heroic and also a history storytelling. And unless we respect that, nobody's going to respect that. So how we tell our story is very important. So I hope that helps. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So in reviving of this indigenous traditional weaving under DCM project, so what will be your target and how do you identify those beneficiaries under his project?
So we're looking out for 100 weavers in 5 districts, as I've mentioned, and this is only for the interested children and women, potential weavers, and people who have experiences. So for example, skilled weavers who are good in mekhala making and shawl, they do not know how to do cushion covers and table runners. So that's diversifying the art of weaving into other products. And many of the weavers who know and have learned how to make table runners and cushion covers don't know how to do shawls or intricate design. So every skill set is different. So we want to catch hold of the potential weavers and also see how we can amplify them in areas where they need to learn. So it can be design thinking, it can be weaving, learning from the base, it can be about natural dyeing, it is also about using natural yarns. Like today we have Kekue, she is a master weaver. So we would be using her help in facilitating sessions where she can educate weavers on how to use nettle. Another thing we want to educate is that you cannot take away the natural yarns from the indigenous community. You can take the final product, you can place orders, but not in bulk, because that is very something to be questionable, and we've got limited products for that. So natural yarns, how do you use that? So Exotic Eco has been working on growing back our natural cotton. So a lot of these weavers as farmers have been able to work between agriculture and weaving, and these two goes hand in hand. So it is through this training we would be capacitating children how to grow their plants, at the same time learn how to weave, produce, and also have a thinking, design thinking from a young age. So it's not necessary a person has to become a weaver, but it is to have them the foundation as an indigenous woman, from the Naga community, that we know something and I'm proud of something. So it's part of your identity. I think there's a huge identity crisis. So today I'm wearing a mekhala, or maybe all of us are wearing a traditional attire. Most of us don't even know what we're wearing. So I think that's where the base of education starts, from home.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.